What's good, fam?
Hey, y'all. We're really excited to be here. Just to introduce ourselves for those who don't know us. My name's Shira Barlis. My friends call me She, Sister She.
And my name is Colton Jones. My friends call me CJ or Siege or a lot of things in between. And like she said, we're happy to be here. We're happy to share our medicine with you all. We're happy to start the beginning of what will be our Soulful Sunday series.
Yep.
And the idea with that was to just, our minds are usually full in today's age, full of information, full of stressors, full of anxiety, blah, blah, blah. And so we are thinking, what is it like to think beyond that, to exist beyond that, to fill up our hearts, our souls, our spirits with love, with compassion, with truth, with community, with collectivism. And so that's what brings us to you all today. And we're just excited to start this journey with you all.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go into what inspired this just real briefly. So we're inspired by the people who are on the ground, by the people who are fighting for justice, by their resilience, and by their spirit as well. We both are engaged in issues of spirituality and of social justice, and we don't see a separation between the two. We actually see if there is a separation, then it's doing a disservice to both. So we thought that why don't we bring the two together? And we were in Pasadena, California. This past Tuesday, we were at a rally for Jasmine Abdullah Richards. And it was one of the most sacred spaces we have been in a really long time.
Yeah, for sure.
People were at the rally and sharing their stories, sharing their tears, sharing their dance. And we were called to also share a part of our practice with all of you. And we're going to be releasing a video every week until Jasmine is released from prison. So that's about a 3-month series, and if it goes well, then we'll keep on releasing them. But this is really focused on Black Lives Matter and helping to bring what we can to that movement.
For sure, and to the movement, helping the movement move, and so the first 7 parts of this series will be going through the chakra system. That is something that has both helped Shira and I get to know ourselves, get to know this larger world that we exist in, and we hope that we can create a sort of discussion and dialogue around the chakra systems and beyond, to start to envision and imagine what it's like to live in a different world, to create that different world. And so for those who don't know, chakras are translate into spiral, into wheel, and they're essentially thought of as energy wheels that exist inside of us, that go up the spine, start at the base of the spine and go up the spine to the crown of the head and beyond. And each chakra has a different color, a different theme attached to it, different demons that may be blocking energy, different things that it encourages. And so each chakra will have a different theme that we'll be going through and using that to help us share and understand and then expand beyond our stories. And so the first chakra that we'll be talking about is the root chakra. And the color for this chakra is red. The themes for this chakra are support, nourishment, grounding. It's the first chakra, so it's at the base of our spine. It's that what ground us to this earth, which connects us to our form, to our humanness, to our bodies. It's about a home and health and our roots and our mother, this earth, and about trust. And some of the basic needs of this chakra are food, our water, our shelter, our health. And, a lot of oppressed people don't have those things, or there are a very limited number of those resources available in communities of color. And we can see how when we don't have those things, our fight or flight emotions are up, our survival instincts are up. And so we can't even exist in a space because we are steady in the impulse of survival. And so we are here to help balance these energies, to sort of bring the first chakra, our roots, our center, our ground, back in alignment so that we can therefore expand beyond it, and reach that creative, energetic potential that we all know is possible.
Thanks so much.
That was a mouthful.
That was a lot of information that we just threw at you, but This is our first time doing anything like this before.
For sure.
So just like be with us. You know, this is a practice for us too. So you're practicing sitting in meditation with us. We're practicing just teaching and putting ourselves out there. So know that we may stumble, know that we may mess up, know that we're just trying to do something new and creative and encourage other folks to do the same. So yeah, bless. Thanks for joining us today. And we're just going to get started into the meditation. But before we start, just why don't you just like roll your body around, maybe do some circles, inhaling over your knees, exhaling as you round your spine, maybe taking another few of those. And then, doing anything else that just feels kind of good. And then, finding a comfortable seat, maybe that's sitting on the ground, maybe that's sitting in a chair, or if you feel more called to be laying down on your back. For the rest of this series, you won't be needing to look at us. So you can just put the computer or wherever you're watching this somewhere on the side. And just find a place that feels sacred to you, that you can kind of come into your body. So we're going to start here. And the most important thing in a meditation is just to start focusing on your breath. And focusing on your breath is actually an act of radicality. Being able to truly breathe in a world where the air is polluted. In a world where brothers and sisters are claiming that they can't breathe. In a world where so many of us are so stressed out that our breath is so shallow and caught in our chest. Mm-hmm. Taking a nice deep inhale. So let's do that together. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, sighing it out, opening the mouth. Do that 2 more times. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, letting it go. One last time. Throughout the practice, knowing that your breath is your anchor to this present moment. Knowing that the mind will get distracted, it is inevitable. But that you can always bring yourself back. You can always keep showing up.
So once we have used our breath to come into this present moment, to ground ourselves down, I would like you all to envision roots extending from the base of your spine, deep into Mother Earth. Like trees, like the plants, let these roots extend far and wide into the soil. Let them reach beyond all the different layers of rocks and of clay and of soil, of dirt, of mud. And imagine that cord, those roots, going deep down into the core of Mother Earth. Imagine you are connecting your roots back to her. And with this connection, feel yourself grounded and supported. Feel yourself being nourished and filled up with nutrients, with security, with protection. The first chakra we're dealing with are roots. And so that also encompasses our ancestors and all those who have lived before us. Those who have fought, who have struggled, who have resisted, so that we can enjoy the luxuries that we are enjoying today, so that we can enjoy the air and the breath that we are enjoying today. Knowing that just because our ancestors are not here in physical form, They are still watching over us. They are guiding us. They are protecting us. They are praying for us, for our safe journey and passage in this lifetime, to watch over us for this work that we are doing and healing and resisting and changing the fabrics of the reality that we live in. And honoring our ancestors and honoring our roots, and with this cord of protection, knowing that we are grounded, being able to expand and grow up from the soil.
So, with this support, with the calling in of our ancestors, and with this protection, we have the ability to take our next step on the journey. And with focusing on the root chakra, the demon of that chakra is fear. So I'd like you to imagine a red ball of energy, the base of your spine. A warm red clay color radiating right there. And then it feels comfortable for you calling in the emotion of fear. Knowing that it is an emotion, so it is energy in motion. We can move this fear and transmute it. But first we must acknowledge it. So taking a deep inhale, inhaling the fear into the base of your spine. Holding it here. Then on your exhale, using that to help release the energy of fear out of your body. Inhaling, calling in that fear once again. Exhale, letting it go. Once again, calling in that fear, calling in the fear of not just your own, but the fear of not having enough water, the fear of not having enough shelter, the fear of not having the basic needs of survival that our society so frequently operates on, and calling that in. And not just for yourself, but for everyone, releasing that out, knowing it is not a burden that you have to carry anymore. Knowing that fear is an emotion. It is energy in motion. It is an illusion that fear has power over us. So just releasing that illusion.
And then fear being an illusion, we have to know that there are other ways of existing, other ways of feeling, of embracing the energy that is present that transcends fear. And so imagining a world, imagining a life in which our survival needs are met. This good earth, this rich earth, has more than enough resources for all of our needs. Yet, people in power, oppressors, in their greed, look to strip the earth of its resources, and thereby stripping the people of their resources. And so imagining a world in which this does not exist anymore, knowing that we have the ability to create this world if we can all not only envision it and believe it and dream it, but start to act, start to create it, start to manifest it. And so just thinking what a world would be like when we can expand beyond fear and into the realm of possibility, into the realm of love, into the realm of hope.
Visualizing a society in which every child has enough water, which every being has a shelter, a home, which everyone has access to food, to nourishment. What does that truly look like? What does that truly feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? What does it sound like? Just like a tree has roots penetrating deep into the earth, coming back to those roots, visualizing them, that knowing as we move this energy of fear, we move beyond our roots and start growing taller, start feeling our strength like a tree, our trunk holding us strong, upright, and then moving up, extending our branches out, reaching out. Maybe even visualizing fruit on this tree, or flowers and blossom. But remembering your anchor to this earth and to your ancestors.
And in closing this meditation, I want to leave you with 3 mantras or affirmations that you can say to yourself to help balance this energy, to help make sure that it is in line with your truth, with universal truths. And so the first mantra is, I have the right to be here.
I have the right to be here.
I am grounded, I am rooted, I am supported.
I am grounded, I am rooted, I am supported.
My ancestors are here to watch over me and to protect me.
My ancestors are here to watch over me and to protect me.
And in closing this meditation, and as we stand strong like trees, knowing that this is just the first step in imagining and envisioning and creating a world that we all know is possible.
So as we come to the closing of this meditation, just bringing ourselves back to our body, back to the space in your room, wherever you're at. Just ending with connecting back to that breath. So taking a final deep inhale. And then exhale, just letting it go. Maybe just starting to move your body, opening up your eyes, coming back to right here.
We thank you all for joining us in this time. We thank you all for sticking it out. To practice is a commitment to ourselves, to each other, to keep showing up. Whether it's 10 minutes, whether it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you can give to keep showing up, to keep a commitment to this practice of envisioning, of imagining, of creating. And so we actually call you all to engage with us, engage with each other.
Please,
write in the comments. We exist, and this whole thing exists because of community and collectivism, and that exists way beyond Shira and I. And so we ask that you just continue to keep this conversation going, this discussion going. Maybe things that came up for you, maybe things that you're having trouble with. that relate to these themes and things like that.
And reach out to us to let us know what you'd want to see in a series like this. Let us know, because we're only going to grow if you let us know. So we are going to close with the Asada Shakur quote that is ended at every BLM meeting, and that we both find really powerful.
And inspiring.
And it's a mantra. It's a mantra to return to. So just like CJ gave those 3 last mantras, this is something also a reminder. Yeah.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Bless you all. Thank you all. And hope to see you next week for our next Soulful Sunday. Peace.
Can't wait.